Right now, downtown with all this noise, which was funny. Like being around the noise and all the little, city rush and bus and all those little terminologies. Like it really embodies the fact that of universal frequencies, of course, of myself, like where I'm everywhere, I'm everything, you know what I'm saying? So as much as I always would love to deliver, a message in a nice, super quiet spot, sometimes a thought hits you when you're not in a super quiet spot. And you have to do some of Source's work. You have to do some high vibrational work when it's not so high vibration, when there's not so many high vibrations around you. Which is not the case, it's just more of just the noise, but but I want to speak on how synchronicity and your soul purpose line up together. Because it took me a second to realize it, like where, whenever I wasn't lined up with my soul purpose, I experienced very few, almost seemed to little to no synchronized experiences. But whenever I was, within my soul purpose, what I'm saying, doing what I love, and it's like just synchronicity here, synchronicity there, synchronicity there. So in another instance too, you could kind of see what your soul purpose is by paying attention to how much synchronicity you experiencing in the moment. But like whenever you out and about in your day and there's just so much like this person that you needed to meet and you met up with this person and you just everything synchronized. You needed a toothbrush and some toothpaste and somebody just like here, this some holistic health toothpaste, you know what I'm saying, that I wasn't using, and I was about to throw this toothbrush away, so here, you know what I'm saying. But like synchronicity, you know what I'm saying, you experience it on a high level whenever you're dealing with your soul purpose. So say for instance, for me, again, I always say the jury, is a part of the main thing I do. You know what I'm saying? But like I experience the most synchronicity when I'm in the truest of my soul purpose, and that's teaching in essence. Teaching and learning. You know what I'm saying? In the process of both. But whenever I'm in that mode, that's when the synchronicities come. You know what I'm saying? That's when everything line up. That's when I feel like I'm in the moment the most. When I'm feeling now, when I'm feeling like everything is complete and everything is joyous, and only the moment exists when you're in that mode of your soul purpose. You know what I'm saying? But you experience synchronicities because you're vibrating, you know, at the rate of your true soul purpose. So the universe, like, all right, cool. Now you're dealing with your purpose. Now I'm about to sling everything that's been waiting for you. Because remember, you don't receive your manifestations until you're vibrating on the same frequency to receive it. So, say for instance, you got ambitions to be this business owner and all this, but you're not gonna get all those synchronicities until you start lining up with it. And I say start lining up with it. And you don't have to necessarily just poof be into that vibration all of a sudden, but you got to start lining up with it. But the more you line up with your soul purpose, the more synchronicity you get. It's like the universe saying, all right, and it's trying to move you towards your soul purpose, so it's gonna send more synchronicity to kind of show you like, hey, this is what you do, this is what you need to be doing, you know what I'm saying, this is your soul purpose right here, so we gonna send all these people towards you so you could end up getting the picture of like, all right, damn, like things tend to line up, or I seem to be extremely lucky when I'm in this mode, you know what I'm saying, or when I'm in my teacher mode, whenever I'm doing artwork, whenever I'm making music, whatever it may be for you, we all got our different soul purposes, but whenever you line up with it, you're going to experience a tremendously high level of synchronicity. And you could definitely use that. So say for instance you're still kind of wondering what your soul purpose is, then just go about your day, but just take heed or pay attention to any little synchronized experiences during your day. And what does that synchronized experience, what does it what's the subject matter, what did it deal with, you know what I'm saying, like did it have a message in that synchronized experience, like just look at it and just see what the universe was trying to tell you with it, and you'll kind of get an idea of your soul purpose, you know. But the synchronicity, matter of fact, so and when you're, say for instance, if I'm ever like chasing a dollar, so I get in that mode, and which is it happens, I'm on my growth, like, you know what I'm saying, and sometimes it's like, all right, need a little revenue, you know what I'm saying, but if my approach becomes, all right, let me make my braces in order to, let me make some quick revenue, then like I tell y'all firsthand, like that's when money is the slowest for me. It's whenever I'm whenever I say like, all right, I need to make some money, so let me make some braces. And it's like, nah, because that's not the true purpose behind the braces. The braces is to help y'all with y'all energy, to help all of us, you know what I'm saying, in general. Because I wear my stuff too, but it's to help us with the energy. So whenever I get into making the jewelry, and I'm like, bro, I'm just happy to be making my jewelry. Like I love when people get their jewelry and they're like, yeah, my bracelet made it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in that loving mode, then that's when the money, just comes, because I'm in my true soul purpose, which is not necessarily about the making jewelry part, but my true soul purpose is about sharing love and spreading love to others. You know what I'm saying? Helping others to raise their vibration. So anything in that has to do with that vibration, it aligns me with my true soul purpose, and things just synchronize and line up for you. So if you ever doing something like right now, if it's something that you claim that is your soul purpose, you think like, hey, I think being a basketball player is my sole purpose. Just to throw, just to throw something out there, and I ain't gonna say basketball player. I'm gonna do something else. Just any type of like entrepreneur or something. So, you think this is your sole purpose, but then as you're doing it, it's just kind of like nothing is lining up for you. Like everything, you almost have to manually. Like it's almost the universe not even really helping you with anything. It's like you gotta struggle and do all kind of things physically. If what you consider to be your sole purpose is wearing you out or is stressful to attain it, then it's not your true soul purpose. Right now, we're moving towards this magnetic feminine energy, and this magnetic energy, we're manifesting things with less of that fiery energy, but more of a magnetic energy. So we're manifesting things to come to us with ease, you know what I'm saying? More of just being that signal, throwing out that vibration and allowing it to come to us. So, the universe is not supporting that physically trying to, do everything physically, because it doesn't want you. We're moving in a direction, getting away from that. So if we're moving in that direction, why would the universe train you to be a hard worker right now? When that's not where we're going. We leave in that area and we're going to a place where things manifest with ease. But if you ever find things, being hard to manifest within your experience, then you're not lined up with your soul purpose. If you find that you have a lack of synchronicity in your days, then you're not lined up with your soul purpose, you know what I'm saying? And just for people who may be unfamiliar with synchronicity, is what a lot of you would call coincidences, but there's no coincidences in a universe that has everything in a certain order. Like there is no coincidences, none, you know. I always tell people, and if something that you consider bad, that you consider to be bad, if something like that happens, it's just a lesson within it. You know what I'm saying? The universe trying to teach you something to make you stronger and build you closer towards your soul purpose, your true meaning. So if you lack synchronicity in your day, if what you claim is your soul purpose is seeming like it's very hard, or you're not really satisfied with it, like you kind of find yourself like having to motivate yourself and push yourself through it, then that's not your true soul purpose. Your soul purpose is gonna come naturally. Your soul purpose is like with me making these YouTube videos, where I made I don't know how many videos before I even knew YouTube pay people. Like that's the true soul purpose. That's the love. The things where it's not about the money and the energy coming back to you. It's about the love for sharing the energy, you know what I'm saying? Putting the energy out there and you loving it so much that it doesn't matter if it comes back to you, which it will, but in your mind, it's like, it's cool if it don't. Like, I just love doing this, and then that's your sole purpose, and that's why things line up for you with your sole purpose. Like, cause say for instance, the universe not don't want you, wasting your energy. So if you go to dealing with something that's not your sole purpose, the universe not gonna throw you no bone because they want you to obviously see that this is not your purpose. So it's gonna make it as hard as possible. It's gonna make you struggle. So you could be like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget this stuff, man. I'm about to just quit work and start my own business. I don't care. That's another thing too, what people struggle with dealing with their sole purpose. They're scared of that grace period that you go through of not manifesting physical abundance, and not like, where you really have to embrace your dream. And like, people be trying to hold on, like, one foot on chasing the sole purpose, one foot on trying to maintain a job just to have some means. And it's like, not knocking having a job or trying to have revenue to make a living, but if you're gonna have a job, things of this nature, make sure it lines up with something that that you love, or at least like, what I'm saying. But trying to play it safe, that's another thing. You won't manifest it on a high level trying to play it safe. Matter of fact, if it allows for it to manifest at all, like, just like with me coming to Cali, like, I was trying to keep that one foot on a base back in San Bernardino, like, oh, I got a home. And even though it may not be idealistic, as far as a place to stay, at least a roof over my head and this and that, and the universe like, nah, what I'm saying, like, get out of trying to hold on to that safety mode and really embrace your dream and your sole purpose, and it will manifest you 10 houses. You eventually, but that's the thing, and like, again, that's what everybody struggle with, is that when you first get into following your dream and your sole purpose, it's not glamorous, and the money just don't just jump into your face. But as you get into it, you'll see it come. But a lot of people don't like dealing with that building stage and that growing stage. A lot of people just like, all right, if I'm gonna quit my 9 to 5 and start a business tomorrow, my business better be bringing revenue. It's like, nah, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go through that growth. And honestly, that makes you spiritually stronger by going through that grace period of not having to worry and deal with, material things. You know what I'm saying? Like, me not dealing with house bills or electric bill allows me to be so stress free that I'm able to make these videos and things like that. Like, I would rather be stress free than to be in a stressful situation and have a home and constant revenue. It's like, nah, not if I'm stressing, or if I got to stress to deal with it. That's not living. And now in this universe where source is really providing for us to do what we really, really want. So nowadays we really truthfully can say, forget a 9 to 5, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Now is the time, you know what I'm saying? It was harder back in the days because of where we were spiritually and because of the collective consciousness. The collective consciousness had the whole world brainwashed, and the basically the reality goes as far as the collective consciousness goes. You know what I'm saying? That's why AIDS and cancer seem more real and more hard to get rid of back in the day, because that was the paradigm or the conscious. That was the collective conscious back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it was, you had to struggle to become a millionaire and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But we're moving out of that. We are light beings. We are vibrational beings, here to create and not just here to create and not here to just go along with what already is going. What's already going on in the world. We're here to create a different world and not fit into the one that's already created. But back to the point, if you see a lack of synchronicity within your day, then you're not really lined up with your sole purpose. And if you do consider something your sole purpose, and you don't have a lot of synchronized experiences, or like the universe not making things happen for you, or you're not having a lot of these coincidences that's going in your favor, then that's not your sole purpose. You know what I'm saying? Listen to your heart. Intuition. The heart has intelligence. Matter of fact, your emotional system is your true intelligence, because that's your soul intelligence. You don't want to deal with your beast intelligence. I'm gonna deal with your soul intelligence. Matter of fact, putting your hand over your heart produce oxytocin. So if you're wondering about your soul purpose, put your hand over your heart and act, just ask a simple question, like ask the universe, what is my soul purpose? And the answer may not come directly, quick, right then and there. The answer may not come, well, yes, my son or my daughter, I want you to do this. You know what I'm saying? But you'll kind of, after asking that question, the universe will start trying to send you signs, of like, all right, this is what you, and which that's funny because you get so away from being your soul, your soulful self, that you have to look outside of yourself, in essence, you know what I'm saying, to find out what is your true soul purpose, Think about that. Because honestly, you shouldn't even really have to feel the need to ask spirit guides and none of that. Just follow your heart. Your heart and all that is, your heart is your spirit guides and your ancestors and divine parents is your heart, So just follow your heart. That's why I tell everybody, when they ask me about certain things, I give that disclaimer like, look, I'm going to give you some quote unquote advice or, speak on the situation, but always realize, your inner guidance, your heart intuition, that's what you really want to, that's the end all be all for your decision making, so as much as I will help you with these words, I want you to know that you have your own guidance system to really place you, where you truly need to be. But that's basically it. Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not going too far in the future. Oh, not going too far in the past. Right now. Peace.